What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another review for Monday Night Raw. Today we are doing the March 28th, 1994 edition. Let's get right into it. Raw starts off and we see a clip from earlier tonight where Ted DiBiase pays 3 women for their front row seats and tells them to skedaddle so he can sit there. Next up, Lex Luger comes out for a match against Rick Martel. Luger obviously came up short at Mania against Yokozuna. He's not the champion right now, or else he would be wearing the WWF title. The special referee for that match, Mr. Perfect, DQ'd him because Luger had put his hands on him. Just keep that in mind because that's going to come into play a little bit later. Mr. Perfect had left the WWF back around Survivor Series, I believe. So now he's back and it looks like he's going to be in a program with Luger. Getting back to Raw, these Luger matches, nothing really happens throughout the match that's worth mentioning. So moving on, unless it's a tag match, no matter what person he's facing, I'm just going to skip to the end. Some other wrestlers come to mind that I'll probably do this for down the line. But right now, Luger is going to be the inaugural superstar that I do this with. So we get to the end and Luger picks up the win with the torture rack submission. They announce that the 10-man tag match that was supposed to take place at WrestleMania is going to take place next week on Raw because it did not happen at WrestleMania. I'm guessing they ran out of time back when pay-per-views actually had a time limit to them and they had to be out of there by a certain time. So next up, Owen Hart coming off the win against his brother who is now the WWF champion, Bret Hart, of course. He's ready to take on anyone, confident as ever. He's taking on a jobber here and gets the win with the sharpshooter. Dink and Doink come out. They approach where DiBiase is sitting, and Doink squirts him with his flower with water. I haven't seen DiBiase in a match since around SummerSlam of last year. I don't know if he's injured or retired, but this might be a one-off between him and Doink, or maybe Ted will eventually just get somebody to fight Doink in his spot, and that'll be the main match for Raw one week. Doink, by the way, picks up the win over a jobber, and the $1 Million Man looks pissed at ringside. They keep cutting back to him, so you would think something's going to happen with this, right? The Quebecers come out to see who they're going to be facing. Captain Lou Albano had thrown out the challenge. He was going to find a team to take them on for the titles. And who comes out? The Head Shrinkers. So they might be turning babyface after this. It sucks a little bit because they were a good heel team, and they weren't getting over like Razor Ramon or Doink, so this move is coming out of nowhere. The next match is Black Phantom versus the 1-2-3 Kid, aka 6-Pac. The Kid gets the win with a backwards moonsault crossbody move from the top rope. So it looks like his injury wasn't too bad from a couple of weeks ago. Finally, Crush with Mr. Fuji comes out for a squash match. And again, that's how the show ends. So I'm going to save some time because I already know what my awards are really quick. Best moment, DiBiase paying off women and sitting front row just because he can. For the worst moment, Crush ending the show with a squash match. Wackest performer, Lex Luger. Before Roman Reigns, there was a Lex Luger. I mean, the thing that I hate about Roman is that he looks like he's just waiting for his spots, and he just looks uninterested in what he's doing. I bet he got it from watching Lex Luger matches. The standout performer, I'm not going to give it to anybody. Owen Hart and the Kid would be nominees, but when they face random guys, they can't really show off too much. They just do the least amount that they can to get their win. Still impressive, but they don't stand out. I'm going to give this episode another bad grade. Now, this set of weeks for Raw, I'm starting to realize why the mid-90s are said to be one of the worst eras in the WWF. But yeah, this one is going to get another bad grade. And with all that being said, I'm out.